Hey, and welcome to Dr. G Speaks. I am Dr. Kristen Guillory, and I am so very excited to help you experience a life of freedom, faith, and fun you may not even realize is possible. Listen, I know you feel held back, I know you feel stuck, and I know you are hiding. As a coach and the author of Look, Stop Hiding, How to Find Your Voice and Never Dim Your Light Again, you will get to listen to some amazing stories, receive some homework, that's the professor in me, and get some tools to help you live the life you deserve. It's time to quiet the noise and walk in the fullness of who God created you to be. It's time to stop hiding and start thriving. Together, we'll uncover your potential and ignite your journey to a fulfilling life, a life of freedom. So 2 nights ago, when I was meeting with the amazing participants of my speaker coaching certification program, I shared a few things with them about embodiment. And for me, whether you are a speaker, you are a coach, you are a trainer, what allows the people to stand out who seem to continuously be booked and blessed, or who seem to help to produce remarkable results. A big part of that is embodiment. Do you embody what it is you're talking about? Do you embody what it is you're coaching? And I want to read what I shared with my clients the other day. So currently, we're spending time ensuring that they are stellar speakers, they have a stellar talk, they are authentically them on stage. Then we're going to move into the speaker coaching content for them. So I wonder if you can relate to this. So while I'm going to read something about a talk or a public speaker, you can replace it if you are a coach, if you are a trainer, if you are, anything else. You are not just here to deliver a good talk. You are here to deliver a transformational experience, one that moves people not just because of your words, but because of your embodiment of them. There are plenty of people out here talking about confidence, healing, self-care, communication, and authenticity. But the truth is, many are not living it. Your power on stage does not come from polished slides or practice lines. It comes from who you've become behind the scenes. Your talk must be intentional. It must be courageous. It must be crafted with care. And most of all, it must be lived. When your message flows from the clarity of your mind, the alignment of your spirit, and the depth of your healing, it resonates, it lands, it lingers, it liberates. This is what makes you magnetic, not performance, presence, not perfection, preparation in alignment, not volume, truth. You don't need to push. You need to prepare, embody, and trust. Do the inner work so that when you speak, people can feel the truth of you. Let your story be integrated. Let your words be lived. Let your talk be more than content. Let it be an experience of you. And remember, you must have good content as well. When you become the message not only becomes unforgettable, it becomes transformational. And currently, in the speaking world, in even the coaching world, there are too many people that do not embody what they are talking about. There's just too many folks who are sharing about the importance of communication, yet their communication, if we were to grade it, is like an F. There are people who want folks to be in great relationships and they're coaching about relationships, but all of their relationships are not great. And there's no judgment there. But it is actually better to spend more time working on your inner self, working on your own relationships so you can reflect literally what it is you're talking about. I will give you an example. I have seen way too many people try to walk people through breath work on stage, virtual or in person, and it's horrible. If you're going to walk someone through breath work, you have to be so intentional from the tone of your voice to the pacing of your words. to how you introduce what is getting ready to happen. Inviting someone to inhale through your nose and exhale out of your mouth as if you were blowing out a candle. And we're going to do that 3 times. We're going to inhale through our nose, exhale out of our mouths like we're blowing out a candle. And let's begin. Inhale through your nose, exhale out of your mouth, blow out the candle. So this is an example of what walking someone through breath work should look like. Unfortunately, people strive to incorporate things into their talks which seem good and sound good and they think will be good, but they don't embody it and unintentionally may do more harm in implementing it. I will now give you an example of how people have implemented breath work when it was wrong. So they'll say, hey, good morning, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, we need to breathe in. Everybody breathe in, breathe out. Okay, breathe in, breathe out. Wait a minute. I don't know about you, but that was overwhelming. That was not relaxing at all. You can tell the people that strive to incorporate breath work into their life and or to strive to be intentional with it. It's one thing to get on stage and say, here's what self-care is. Here are the 3 things you need to do. Here it is. And there you go. Because here's the thing, y'all. If you're not incorporating self-care into your own life energetically, it's going to be reflected and it's going to show up. There's been a significant difference between the opportunities and the feedback that I have received over the years. In the beginning, when I was leading self-care trainings around the country and more, I got great feedback. It was helpful. It was good. They wanted to invite me back because I am a good presenter. I'm a good speaker. I'm a great trainer. I can convey any content any day. It doesn't mean I should. Then, over the last 5 years, 6 years, when self-care really became something that was a part of me, when self-care became something that was non-negotiable, something different began happening after my sessions. People would come up to me and say, this was absolutely amazing. And I would ask them, why was it amazing? And they would say, well, it's you. And I said, okay, thank you. But what else? And they essentially were saying, because we can tell you rest. You are so tranquil. And that just hits different rather than me telling you how to do it. I can use ChatGPT and get how to do anything, how to bake a cake, how to write a book, how to do something, but it is different when you have actually done it and you embody it. Now, I don't necessarily mean that you have to have been married in order to help married couples. I don't mean that. What is the essence of your help with the couples? Is the essence communication? Is the essence a foundation of love? Is the essence a foundation of fun? Because you don't have to be married in order to help people who are married communicate, see each other, love better, and have fun. Because if that's incorporated in your life, the most important thing for speakers, coaches, trainers, and more to do is to ensure that you are embodying your work. And even before that, is to ensure that you yourself are healed enough to present what you are doing, to make sure that you yourself are reflecting what it is. And I promise you, if you choose to do that, if you choose to lean into it, you will be surprised by the opportunities. A mistake that speakers and coaches are making today is spending too much time or spending more time trying to find clients and trying to find speaking engagements rather than ensuring that the content is amazing, that the frameworks are there, and that they embody what they are talking about. When I launched my group coaching speaker cohort, first in December of 2018, my next cohort was started in April of 2019. I remember in that particular cohort, April 2019, 50% of the people that enrolled in that program I had never met. in person. They had never attended anything that I hosted. And I remember asking one gentleman who reached out to me, "Hey, Dr. Guillory, we would love to learn more about your program and would love this." And I just remember saying, "What made you reach out to me? What made you sign up to work with me?" He said, "I see you consistently posting speaking engagements. I see you consistently speaking. And that tells me that you know what you're doing because you are consistently booked. And so I want to learn from you." It would be one thing for me to get on stage and say, "Here is how to be booked and blessed. Here's what you do." But it's another that people have seen it. They have seen me consistently be booked and blessed. And as a speaker, I very rarely seek opportunities. I'm not saying that I don't at times and reach out, but very rarely do I because my talk, the experience I curate, creates other opportunities. And so, what do you need to do to embody what it is you're talking about, what it is you're coaching? If you believe that God is a God of abundance, taking time to ensure that you embody it, that you are healed enough to be teaching and speaking and training on whatever it is absolutely worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Since I brought up self-care, I cannot tell you the number of people I see talking about self-care, and I can look at them and tell they don't incorporate it at a level that truly supports them. That truly supports them. You and who you are should be a walking billboard for what it is you're talking about. So, what is the first step for you to ensure that you are embodying your content, your methods, what it is you're teaching? If you are a parent, what do you need to do to ensure that you are embodying what you want your children to see in you? Do you want your children to see grace and love and forgiveness? Do you embody that? Do you embody that? Do you embody that? I want you to think about that and take a step to do so. And since I mentioned that God is a God of abundance, let me just say this from a coinage standpoint. By not embodying what it is you do, what it is you talk about, you are potentially leaving money on the table. People feel your essence. They feel that you really do what it is you're doing. I can't tell you the number of times I've had people come up to me and say, "I'm not a speaker, but I would like to work with you. I don't really want to be a coach, but I want to work with you because I can tell that you embody freedom. You embody gratitude." It has taken me years to get to this point. Yes, I have led talks where I was not reflecting or believing what it is I thought. I thought everybody was, for example, fabulous when I was leading events with the word fabulous in the title, fabulous female exo ladies. You are fabulous. I believed that they were fabulous, but I didn't believe I was. I wasn't embodying what I was talking about for myself. Were the events amazing and fabulous? Absolutely. And I wonder the next level it could have been if I would have just embodied it. If that would have meant taking time to step away so I can be healed enough. So remember, embody what it is you're talking about. So there will and can be a transformational experience. Your affirmation for today is, when I embody what it is I teach and speak on, it is not only unforgettable, it is transformational. Thank you so much for listening to the Dr. G Speaks podcast. And if you enjoyed this episode, please share it with your friends and family. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Deuces.
Free audio post-production by alphonic.com.